SGC here, and we are back for First Impression. Black Lightning Season 1, Episode 1. So this is a series developed by Salim Akil, and it airs on the CW. It is based on the DC comic character of the same name, created by Tony Isabella, and it stars Cress Williams as our title character, I don't know. And McClain, Nafessa Williams, Christine Adams, Marvin Jones III, Damon Gupton, and James Remar. And everyone else check down below. And this series sees the retired Black Lightning return to the hero life and how it affects his family life. So, as a first episode, alright. I enjoy the fact that it's not an origin film per se, in a sense, where did he get his powers from? But instead, it's 9 years after his debut, and he sort of retired, and now he's back. Granted, the whole coming back thing was kind of weak, because it's just coincidental that we started this story here. Yeah, I don't know how to really gauge this. I have not seen The Flash. I have seen the first episode of Arrow, and for sure I can definitely say that this episode was better than that first episode of Arrow, and now Arrow is season 6 or 7 or what have you, but Black Lightning still has that CW vibe of its sort of campiness, and it feels like acting and you're on a set, which is just weird. But that's the same thing that happened for Runaways, and that's not on the CW, but at the same time, compared to everything I watch, like, the production value, you can see it. But overall, I feel like it's okay in a sense, where it's another black story. Just a lot of stuff that I'm seeing is about black people. And this time it's more about well-off. He's a principal, and his ex-wife seems to be well-off too, and the kids are well-off. So, financially, you don't see like the struggling sort of that story. So here it's like he has a good life. He can change people's lives without his costume, but is he? Can he? Despite what's happening around town. I mean, granted, the writing is spotty throughout the episode, where it's just too heavy-handed, there was one line where one of the daughters was like, "The city needs us," and literally she should have said, "The city needs us," but for some reason she named the city, so it's very like, I don't know, it feels like you can watch this without actually seeing it. So I sort of wish the dialogue was smartened up, but it's a CW, so I don't know. At first I thought it was a Netflix thing, because I saw the first episode on Netflix, and I was like, oh, wait, oh, then no, it's not a Netflix, it's a CW thing. So granted, of course the CW vibe is there. At first I was like, maybe it'll be different, because it's on Netflix, episode 1. But no. I'm intrigued. I don't know anything about The Outsiders. I know it's a great comic back in the day, and had a great run. Black Lightning has lightning powers. We have a Dexter veteran actor come back. James Remar as the tailor dude who hooks Black Lightning up with his suits and power sets, I guess. So that was interesting. I haven't seen him since Dexter. I mean, overall, the social justice warrior sort of vibe from the older daughter is kind of heavy-handed, and now she also has powers at the end of the episode, so that makes for an interesting dynamic. So I'm curious. So that's always a good sign that I'm curious enough to watch the second episode. Now the question is, will I stay around till the end of the season? Now that's a harder thing to say. I don't know if they're doing what with the entire series, because we have that white elephant whale guy or something, so he's the big bad. So that was a pretty intense, sort of harpooned him in the chest, but at the same time his voice was so, doesn't match his looks, like a really tough guy with a squeaky voice or just higher pitched. And I thought that was kind of interesting, but it's kind of like silly at the same time, so it's kind of pulls you out of the immersion, because it's like, oh, that was jarring. So yeah, I will watch the episode 2, but it's gonna work hard to keep me around till the end of the season. It's not a villain of the week or a procedural format, because he wants to explore the characters and he wants to explore the heroes and the villains' lives. So that'll be interesting to note, to see how episode 2 would be. I mean, as the first episode, it was paced really well. You have sort of this whole, he has this past, and now he's pushed into the forefront. What is he gonna do? Now he's thrown in to the mix, and he's suiting up. What's gonna happen? And his daughter has powers. What's gonna happen? So there's a lot of questions, and it's like, you want to know the answers. I mean, I'm intrigued and curious enough to do it, so there's that. So I give them props for that setup, because I seriously swear in Arrow, I was like, all the cool stuff happened on the island, and I don't really care what's happening now, and all the actions happening now isn't that exciting, per se. So I do wonder if there's going to be flashbacks for Black Lightning, because there's 9 years to play with. Like, when did he stop being Black Lightning? Was that a year? 3 years ago? I think they named a time, but I forgot. But anyways, Black Lightning, I enjoyed it for what it was. It's less thinking. I just watch it as it unfolds type of thing. And I'm like, oh, interesting. And this is the first impression for Black Lightning Season 1, Episode 1. Out.